will a pear float or sink?
Sink.
What about a light bulb?
Float.
What about a pair of scissors?
Sink. Scissors are light, so why don't they float?
Eureka! Hollow objects float and solid objects sink. I think you're right. I'm going fishing on the weekend, but I don't know what to take. Any ideas? Well, you need to make sure you pack fishing rod, bait, sunnies, sunscreen, a hat.
Oh, and don't forget your grapefruit Lifecitrus. Just like a life jacket, only healthier.
You're what?
Every good fisherman takes a grapefruit Lifecitrus. This will save your life.
You can't be serious.
I sure am. Let's do an experiment to show you how. So to get started, we need a tub full of water, a very sharp knife, and a grapefruit.
So that's why you've brought Professor Martin along. She will be the expert grapefruit peeler.
So the first thing we need is to predict whether the grapefruit with the skin on will either float or sink.
Sink, of course, because it's solid.
Let's test it just to be sure.
We're wrong! How can that be? A grapefruit is solid, so why would it float? Does it have something to do with the skin?
I think you're onto something. Let's test it just to be sure. Enter Mrs. Martin, our expert grapefruit peeler. Your years of working in a fruit shop have paid off.
Wow, it's sinking now. So maybe you're right about the skin idea.
So the last thing we need is just to test the skin if it floats or sinks. If it floats, we know that the skin makes the grapefruit float.
The skin has air pockets in it which enables it to float. The skin is squishy and hollow which makes it float.
So now you can see why I said to take your grapefruit Lifecitrus with you on the weekend, Professor Webb.
I can see you're thinking, but really, seriously, you wouldn't catch me wearing this. It's too small and smelly.